Hello there, Zelda fans. It looks like even though we have been eating really well here lately, well, we've got even more content to get excited about, as Nintendo has just released another gameplay/explanation video on The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and it has some exciting snippets in it, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Beth, the one and only.
Let's get to it. Now, this is a nearly 6-minute trailer, and it tells us a lot more about what going through the game from segment to segment is like, and that's something that really excites us. It sheds a lot more light on some of the mechanics than the previous announcement trailer did, and so we're going to be going through those one by one.
A nearly 6-minute trailer sounds small, but considering what we're talking about here, it's actually quite a lot.
The first region shown off is the Gudo Desert, and it hasn't really changed much from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. It still has the same appearance as it did, minus the art style, of course. It's still a scorching hot desert, it still has sandstorms, and it still has the Gerudo people, who are entirely female within the Gerudo village. Apart from that, we also have many dungeons in the game, and the Gerudo Desert doesn't really have a lot to say about it, but it's a nice region to explore either way. Oh, and there's also a cool little oasis that you can chill by, which is neat.
Oasis in the desert. That's not a lost concept.
Next up, we have Jabul Waters, which is said to be home to some of Hyrule's most scenic waterways. That's literally what the video says. And it's home to both the Sea Zora and the River Zora, who are said to be in some kind of odd dispute. They're fighting for some reason. We don't really know why that is, but other than that, it's a really beautiful place with a lot of marine life, or so it seems.
Jabul seems like a real refreshing place, I guess you could say. It makes me thirsty. If there wasn't, like, creatures in the water, that's gross.
Also, the Sea Zora and the River Zora seem to have their own distinct areas throughout this region, so it'll be varied if nothing else. It's really cool to see varied locations in this game so far, and we've only gotten to 2 of them, so let's get to the next one.
Yes, please do. I'm excited to see what happens next. Next, we have the Elden Volcanoes. Not that Eldin. Calm down.
The Elden Volcano region seems to be home to a lot of rocky cliffs and lava, but the odd thing is that it also seems to be a somewhat varied region. We hear in the video that at the base of the cliffs, Kakariko Village is right there, and it is a place with lush green grass, so I guess don't let the name fool you. The entire region isn't all volcanic. We're also told that we have to go through many treacherous trails to reach the home of the Goron, so I guess there's going to be quite a bit of lava-filled puzzle solving and whatnot, and according to the video, tasty-looking rocks.
Those are not tasty-looking rocks. Let me stop you right there. If you ask me, though, they look like...
Nope, you're not supposed to say that.
Well, at least let me say they look like...
No, they don't. Stop.
Okay, what can I say then?
How about we just get on to the next region? So next up, we have the Faen Wetlands, which are said to be a place with much vegetation, and it obviously looks very humid, but also very colorful. And there's these little creatures here that are apparently called Deku Scrubs. And all we're really told about these creatures is that they have a voracious sweet tooth.
Oh, I get it, because they're plants, right? You know photosynthesis? They make their own sugar?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like the odd Snickers bar here and there, but I hope these guys don't go overboard.
That's refined sugar, that's not the same thing.
At this point in the video, it takes a break from introducing us to new regions, and it introduces us to some more stuff about the game in general. We learn from this point in the video that there are, of course, side quests similar to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and they're described as a big part of the journey, as I would say they are. I mean, these games games tend to have pretty deep lore behind them, and so the side quests are an integral part of the experience the way I see it, so I'm glad that that's something that the game is indulging in. The video talks about fast travel as well, which is a good thing because this game seems to have a fairly massive world. The objects that you fast travel with are called waypoints. There is apparently several of them scattered throughout the map, and each time you activate one, it marks a spot that you can go back to anytime you'd wish. There's also other methods of getting around the map quicker, such as riding a horse. And riding a horse seems to be fun, as you can trample over smaller enemies and jump over smaller obstacles, and you can even summon a horse with a carrot. Also, apparently Zelda is a fan of smoothies, because we know there's going to be smoothie shops in the game that are run by these creatures called business scrubs. And you can make smoothies out of all sorts of different things. So I guess whereas Link was a master cook in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda prefers smoothies over home-cooked meals.
You can also equip various accessories that enhance your abilities and stats.
And of course, you can also do it simply to change Zelda's appearance. Character customization is a thing.
And I'm pleased to introduce Bind, a new ability in this game. You can use it to move objects that you wouldn't normally be able to move, and you can also get pesky enemies out of your way if they won't get out of your way.
There are some objects that you just can't move by normal means. Bind is an ability that is a little bit similar to the Ultra Hand mechanic found in Tears of the Kingdom. This seems to be able to move almost any large object, even objects that are too big to echo, so this seems like it'll be a big part of the puzzle solving in the game.
Bind also works on your echoes. You can seize an echo and use it as a weapon, for example. On the flip side, you have an ability called Reverse Bond, where you follow things. They don't follow you, you follow them.
I think it's really cool how you can use Reverse Bind to kind of traverse the area. You can hook on to birds if you want to fly, or you can hook on to a very fast-moving object if you want to get more speed up. You know, things like that. It's going to be a big part of exploring the area, and I'm really excited about that. It seems like a cool mechanic.
It's a creative way to navigate.
The trailer closes by showing us more rifts appearing and these mysterious pig-like creatures popping out. It's really cool to watch. It doesn't really tell us much that we didn't already know, but these enemies have a certain charm to them. I mean, at least I think they're enemies. Look at them. They look pretty sinister.
They definitely are. They're Ganon's boys.
And I mean, they come from a dark portal, so I mean, how could they not be?
Pretty sure they belong to Ganon.
Yeah. This little video gave us a lot more insight as to how the game is going to play, and it certainly made me more hyped. What do you guys think about it? We'd love to know.
We'd love to know. Tell us, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel out.
And play Zelda Echoes of Wisdom when it launches next month, as we keep saying, because, I mean, it's a Zelda game. Of course you should play it.
Alright guys, it's been something. I don't know about you, but I sure got a lot of information from that. And it's only a 6-minute trailer, or nearly a 6-minute trailer. Okay. Bye-bye.